In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure IPv6 static routing. So the only difference between IPv4 and IPv6 static routing is the addressing itself. The idea is the same where you're manually configuring a route and you're giving a destination and a subnet mask and a next hop. What I've got here is a layer 3 topology, and it's all IPv6 addressing. There's no IPv4 at all. I've also configured an IPv6 default route on the ISP router, and that's to forward all traffic to R3. The route is for the reverse traffic back to the network, and eventually to the host LAN segment. So if we go to ISP here, so there it is there. That's the default route, IPv6 route, and it forwards everything to this IPv6 address, and that is FA11 on R3. So all traffic is forwarded to that interface. Then there's interface FA00 on ISP. And notice that's 2001 DB8 3C4052. What I've got is a default route on R3 to send all traffic to the ISP based on that next hop address. So there it is, that second line there, 2001 DB8 3C4052. And the top line is a static route. So to get to the 4 subnet, and that's the host subnet, that's a /64 prefix, take 2001 DB8 3C4011. That interface is FA00 on R1. You can see it there. That's part of that return path traffic to get to this host here. The host is on network address 2001 DB8 3C44. And the host identifier on the host is 1. The default gateway is .2. That's FA10. Problem is I don't have a route in the forwarding direction from the host to the server. If we go to R1, so this is the IPv6 routing table. I've only got 7 entries, and they're all connected routes. And based on the current IPv6 addressing, the link between R1 and R3, that's the 1 subnet. The 2 subnet is between R1 and R2. And the 3 subnet is between R2 and R3. Then as mentioned, the 4 subnet is the LAN segment for the hosts. Then I've got this 5 subnet between R3 and ISP. And finally, the server is connected to the ISP with this 6 subnet. So there is no route to the server, that 6 subnet, in the routing table. It's only 1 subnet, 2 subnet, 4 subnet, and that's it. Just the connected subnets. Notice connected subnets have an administrative distance of 0 and a metric of 0. 0, 0 there. So what I'll do is just to verify there's no connectivity between host and server. What I'll do is just copy this address here. And server is 6.1. I'll just paste this in here. And there's the replies. Destination host unreachable. Means there's no route. Normally I could do the ping and IPv6 address or ping IPv6 and the IPv6 address. I can do that on the Cisco devices, just not on the packet tracer hosts. So what I'll do now is configure an IPv6 static route, and I'll do that on R1. And the static route will be comprised of a destination that'll be 2001 DB8 3C46. So it's easy enough for me to copy this here. I'll configure next hop FA00. That's an R3. So we'll send the packets to R3. And that's 2001 DB8 3C4012. So it's IPv6 route. And I'll paste. So there's the destination there. That's the server subnet. That's the server network address. And then the next hop is that interface. So the next hop is 2001 DB8 3C4012. And there it is there, FA00 and R3. That's all there is to it. So we'll go back and show the route again. And there it is there. There's the static route. So to get to the 6 subnet, that's the server, via 1, 2. So we'll go back to the host here. And there it works. All 4 replies. And try a trace route. So right here, the first hop is the default gateway, and that's 4.2. That's interface FA10 and R1. And the next hop then is 1.2, and that's FA00 and R3. And the third hop is 5.2. That's FA00 and ISP. And finally, there's the destination. That's 6.1. That's the server. So that verifies the static route is working, and that concludes the video.